I'm getting that out of the way. To come to France, Eamon. Well, my theory on it is this: if Pogba plays as well as he played, and as a professional way as he played the other night, to help Kante in the middle of the field to combat Modric and Rakitic, I fancy France to win, Eamon.
Right.
Because I think they've got better players around the pitch generally than Croatia have. So that's my take on it. If Pogba plays, he's got to play in the way he played. But he was really good. He was a professional the other night.
Back in his own box, John, winning headers against Fellaini. And being honest,
he did his stuff, Eamon. He got rid of all this media stuff. You know, he's got to be now a football star instead of a media star. So if he plays the way he played the other night, I fancy France, Eamon.
Okay, Liam. One of the things Pogba didn't do the other night, he didn't dye his hair any particular colour, and he usually dyes his hair. But John's assessment of him.
Well, I think he's bought into the team ethic, and you have to give Deschamps, the French coach, credit for that. They really were a balanced midfield the other night, and John's absolutely right. And we said it on the TV after the match. We gave Pogba credit because he's always a controversial talking point. You know, is he worth 90 million? Is he a superstar? But he did it. He played his part the other night in a very disciplined way, and he needed to, because Fellaini was drifting into the box when Belgium were throwing everything at it, and he was in there helping Varane with headers. He was tracking runners, which sometimes we see him doesn't do for Manchester United. He can be lacking concentration, but he had everything together the other night, and that made for a very balanced midfield. I thought Matuidi played well down the left-hand side as well, and Griezmann was coming deep and helping his team out as well. And he, you know, if Griezmann gets the ball, he can get turned. So I'm not going off Croatia. I'm going to stick with them, but I think France probably are worthy favourites. You know, the fact that they haven't had three games that have all gone to extra time, that's bound to be an advantage. I don't care what anyone says. You know, a good balance all around their team. So I would make them worthy favourites, France.
Yeah, and the one thing I'd say to you before throw it to John, they look like a united bunch of lads. The team looks very, very strong, John, doesn't it? You know, and fair play to Deschamps. For example, he was criticised by some people for not taking Benzema. Patrice Evra, of all people, tried to talk his way back into the squad, and Deschamps laughed at him. I mean, but they've had a few troublemakers in the past in that squad out. They look a solid bunch.
Well, you got to get the troublemakers out, Eamon. You know, you got to have a good team spirit, especially on the pitch. You know, I think there's a lot being made of England having a great team spirit off the pitch. I'm not having to go with England, but on the pitch is where it really matters. And France have shown that. I think if he gets Pogba to play the same way, then he's got a grip of him, and he's got to him to get the best from him. That's vital to it. What we've got to make sure now is that he actually does it on the final and doesn't revert to his old ways. But I didn't fancy Deschamps before it started, Eamon. I must be honest. I didn't think he was going to do the job well, but he has. He's proven me wrong anyway, and he's done the job really well. So I think, as Liam said, I think they're worthy favourites. That's on paper.
Okay.